What's up? What's up, family? So we got the master deck here. The master is gonna pick some cards out of here, create us a customized deck for this read. Alright, move that over there. Let's drop down and get a shuffle on. Drop down and get the eagle on, girl. Drop down and get your eagle on, girl. Alright, long time no see. Not that I haven't been creating content, it's just been not up to par, in my opinion. But I'm gonna take it one day at a time. You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? One more. And let's just pull out some cards. Alright, so it says you were becoming, now you've become. Alright, so there's been some shape shifting that has happened, that has come out in the past reads. It says stop trading your power for crumbs. Okay, so that gives the energy that you're going to be separating from some nouns, people, places, or things that are no longer serving who you've now become. They were with you when you were becoming, and if they have not elevated, evolved, and grown, then you may have to leave them behind. Okay? Wow, it says don't abuse yourself trying to stay in this relationship. If things are confusing, then it might be time for you to let go. Last read I did, there was about 3-4 cards speaking about letting go. And I feel like you're finally going to be able to do so within a situation that you have been tug-of-warring with for some time now. We have cousin, whatever that is, whatever that means. So there could be dealing with a cousin. Could have a cousin talking about you. You are and will witness their karma. So if there has been anyone talking about you, a cousin or a cousin to someone that you may be dealing with, whatever, or to this particular person, because this is coming out underneath, don't abuse yourself staying in this relationship. I feel like you may be abusing yourself staying in a relationship because of some manipulation, perhaps. But Spirit says you are their karma. And that you will witness their karma. Okay. Next card, it says blessings too early can feel like a burden. On time and fits seamlessly into your life. So there could be this came out under a cousin. So there could be a cousin or family members that have been talking cash money shit about you because you may be older and hadn't accomplished what society says you should have accomplished by now, but you know that you are on divine timing, and that if it was meant to be, that it will be in your life, that there won't be any confusion, just like this card was talking about. Don't abuse yourself trying to stay in this relationship. Right. I feel like there are some people that you may have been trying to trying to prove yourself to. And when you do that, trying to over explain yourself, that's you, trading your power, handing over your power for crumbs. And the crumbs could be these people's validation, or now I'm wishing I had a marker over here. Hold on. So yeah, over explaining yourself, trying to get validation, and that could represent, crumbs. You're trading in your power for crumbs, for validation. You don't need validation because you're no longer becoming, you have become. And actually these people need to be coming to you for validation. Hold on. Right. However, these people may have gotten their blessings too early, and now they're stuck in the same cycle that a lot of family members may have, be in, just continuing a generational curse. But look, limitless. Spirit is letting you know that you are limitless. And it's time for you to embrace that. You're not on a time frame like most people, other people who have accepted the script of society and are walking in alignment to someone else's dream. You have embraced surrendering to the mystery of you. And that means, waiting for divine timing, not allowing your external circumstances to dictate your life. And look at that. And that's why the opportunity is showing itself, because you are embracing limitless. And if you're not embracing limitless, you need to. And when you do, the opportunity will show itself. Okay? And look at that. Appreciate it. No regrets. And you're going to be able to, once you really surrender to the mystery of you, and just when things come into your life, if it's not in alignment, if it's confusing, or you feel like you're going to have to settle, you let it go. You know what I'm saying? Surrender into the mystery of you and what you know. Just going with the flow and with how you feel. Like your feelings may be a mystery to you, but I feel like you have become a person that listens to your intuition, listens to your instincts, and you operate accordingly. The angels want you to know that you deserve the very best. I just cut to that card. I just saw energy vampire and black magic. So this cousin energy could be an energy vampire. Could be dealing with some energy vampires. But look at that. It says when you stop chasing, you start choosing. And you are becoming the person that don't chase anymore. The next card here says you have already accepted your flaws. Their support or lack thereof means nothing. Okay? Going back to stop trading your power for crumbs. Stop trading your power for validation. Their support or lack thereof means nothing. If these people don't, whatever they do, it doesn't affect you like it used to, because now you have fully or are about to step into this beautiful limitlessness. You know, you're about to get on your grind and start focusing on you, choosing you. You know what I'm saying? So now we did see that card of I saw the card of black magic and what else? I forget what else. But Spirit says you deserve the very best. So energy vampire. There may have been some black magic over you that had you choosing energy vampires, dealing with energy. It prevented you from seeing the energy vampires, those people with whom you were trading your power for crumbs, but you ain't know no better. You know what I'm saying? So let's actually get clarity on that. Stop trading your power for crumbs. The high priestess, exactly. At first you weren't able to see, you weren't able to discern because you hadn't laid out your script yet. You were still following the script of society, of family, of people close to you telling you, oh, well, you should be doing this, you should be doing that, so on and so forth. Look at that with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Exactly. These people trying to tell you what you need to invest your time in. But you took the time and surrendered. Look at that. With the Hermit card. You went into the darkness and you surrendered. And you stayed there until you received enlightenment. You went and faced the unknown, which is your powers. Finding out what those powers were. You know, cultivating them, strengthening them. The Strength card. The Strength card. You strengthened your powers. Okay? While these other people, they may have did what exactly. They may have followed the script to the T. But ultimately, they're miserable. Maybe experiencing all kind of generational disorders like high blood pressure, diabetes, you know, regret. Five of Cups in reverse. That's what I'm saying. They are experiencing regret that they can't focus on their dreams and their goals and really invest in the people that they truly wanted to become, because society said, oh, well, once you get out of college, you need to get married. No, I feel like all of that was the script of society is a way to imprison yourself. If you're not going to do the school to prison pipeline, then they're going to put you in prison in some way, shape, form, or fashion. If it's not physically, they're going to get you mentally, emotionally. You know, I feel like a lot of men are in emotional prisons because they have been taught to not express themselves. What I tell you, these people are miserable with the Ten of Swords in reverse. You know what I'm saying? That the Ten of Swords card does give me the energy of betraying yourself. A lot of negative self-talk. And I feel like these people are experiencing a lot of that. They haven't learned to truly love themselves because they hadn't had time to. They've been dedicating their lives to marriages and kids and careers and but you're this Queen of Swords in the upright. You know what I'm saying? You see through the veil and, you know, the script that everyone has decided collectively, in a way, the masses to follow. And that's why you are their karma. They see you living a life that doesn't require you to have to stay in abusive relationships. You're not even in the abusive relationship that you were once in with yourself. You know, You even let that go. You know, you're no longer over explaining yourself to people or even to yourself. Like, you may have felt doubt, like I said, with the negative self-talk, the Ten of Swords in reverse. You know, maybe it felt bad and down on yourself because you hadn't accomplished this or that, this or whatever. But these cards just came out. Ace of Pentacles in reverse, Two of Swords in reverse, Emperor in the upright. You've been making executive decisions. It may not have seemed that way, but you were again, divine timing. You are connected with your intuition, with the High Priestess here. But these people are not secure within themselves. It's really hard. They don't make decisions for themselves. The decisions that they make are those by, this could also represent the government, society, or whatever as well. Look at this with the King of Cups and the upright. But the journey you went on was one of emotional stability, of course, again, one of entrepreneurship, you know, not following the crowd and doing what everyone else does, to be deemed as successful or mature, whatever, you know, for people who don't even know how to love themselves. You know, you didn't trade your power for crumbs. The life that a lot of people are living, when it comes to living a life that is the cookie cutter life that a lot of sitcoms say, oh, well, this is what you should be doing. Like, those are crumbs. You didn't surrender your power for crumbs, you know. You didn't fall for the banana in the tailpipe, the temptation with the devil card here. You've overcome the devil. You outsmarted the devil based on how you fit off your emotion, off your feelings, just being in tune with yourself. You know, and these people may have husbands, relationships, or whatever, but they're still single. They still feel alone. You know, you cultivated true marriage, which is the marriage of the divine masculine and divine feminine energy within, and you merged them as one. You know, you connected to your true self, your genuine self, your higher self, your spirit team. Look, we got the Empress card on the bottom of the deck here. Could be a mother figure that that feels some type of way about the path that you chose, because it wasn't the typical path. But Ten of Pentacles, this was what you were supposed to do. And again, first card out, now you are becoming who your ancestors wanted you to become. You know, a lot of people in your past, your ancestors, you know, they had to follow the script, or they were just too afraid to do anything else, but they're very proud of you that you did not. You know, you did not follow the script, and you did not allow yourself to die within a system that didn't have your best interests at heart. You didn't give up on yourself. You didn't give up on the true loving nature within self. You know, A lot of people of your lineage gave up on themselves, but not you. You kept moving forward, willpower, determination, no matter how many people came against you with the Queen of Swords energy. And now you're really able to see clearly, to stand up for yourself, and to cut out those things that aren't serving you, because you have that clarity of discernment, you know, and you are now limitless, and you are embracing that. And just you choosing to be your true and genuine, authentic self, you are their karma. You are these people karma. They see that actually they chose wrong, or they will see that they chose wrong, especially in coming against you as well, you know, in the way that they treated you. I feel like these people are going to begin to surrender to the mystery of you as well. They're going to start seeing you as like, okay, well, shit, they actually had it right. They actually had it right. Because they're not fulfilled with the Nine of Cups in reverse. They don't have any fulfillment. But look at you with the Eight of Staffs and the Ten of Cups in the upright. You receiving downloads, messages, and guidance to happiness, because you surrendered to the mystery of you. You took on the mantle of knowing thyself, and to be in the energy of flow. And that's the why you have become one with this Two of Cups here, merging the divine masculine and divine feminine energy within. You have become one, and you have no problem with cutting a bitch off and walking the fuck away from anything that is not fulfilling you. But everyone else, that's the prison. They're in prisons to things that doesn't fulfill them, because they've dedicated their lives to a story that wasn't theirs, that was maybe forced upon them by mother figures or whatever. But you see clearly with the King of Swords here. You see clearly. You make mind over heart decisions, because you're fully engaged on all. You fire on all cylinders. Emotional, mental, spiritual. You have become, like I said, you are a jack of all trades, and a master of none is better than being a master of one. They left out, they usually, a lot of times when people say that saying, they leave out that part. No hierarchy. These people think they're better than you or whatever. But you always understood that, we're all one. There's no one better than the next. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, and abilities that we can cultivate, whether it be any of the clairs. We all have access to that in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And we just got to figure out how it works for each person individually. But all these people who thought they were better than you, you are their karma, and you will witness their karma. And like I said, you may have already witnessed their karma by seeing their life and how it turned out. Okay? Exactly. It says she's not angry or defensive. She's clear. And this is you. This is the collective. We're not, when it comes to people and their validation, or, their attempts to be energy vampires, we're not angry at them. We're not defensive. We see clearly as to why they do those things. They're under the brainwashing of society, of the government, of religion. perhaps. And they may feel like now that you have, you're, you're no longer trading your power for their validation, for their crumbs, that you're angry or defensive. No, you're just clear about what's, more suitable for your energy, what you're going to invest. You're clear about what you want to invest your energy in. Remember, these cards came out. Your intuition is guiding you with the Seven of Pentacles about investing on what to and what not to invest in. Your discernment and shit. When you think about it, I just thought about it. The High Priestess. No, that's the High Priestess and the Hierophant. I'm gonna say, but the Hermit as well in a way. Those are very spiritual cards, and people within the cards, that divine masculine, divine feminine energy, but both in the upright, and you strengthen those again. You see what's hidden, even that dark magic. And look, it says it is done. Okay, it says don't abuse yourself. Staying in this relationship. If it's confusing, you need to let go. If things are confusing within a relationship, you need to let go. If you find yourself over explaining yourself or feeling the need to over explain in certain situations, that's because somebody asked you a question or did something to try to spark that in you, to try to make you feel some type of way when their life is in shambles, when they are in prison to a husband, or that when music is on, they can't even dance. You know what I'm saying? Their person cut their eye at them, and or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit says it is done. These abusive relationships or people trying to talk shit on you, all of that is about to come to an end. Spirit says be still. All you need to do is set your intentions. Look, it says clear path. Your path is clear. Okay, blessings are about to unfold. All you need to do is rest and be in the energy of peace. Okay, look at that. You have successfully completed the work. Okay, you have successfully completed the work. All right, so over cousin, we have D, N, and V. Okay, it makes me think of the driving, the DMV. So a cousin could have something, some issues with a car or something, maybe. Her name could begin with the letters D, N, or V in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Wow. So coming out to clarify, you will witness their karma. You are their karma. It says sit still in the center of the hurricane. Okay. You being able to sit still in the center of the hurricane and still find your joy, your happiness. You're able to do that because you can sit in the eye of the hurricane. Things can be going crazy all around you with the collective and the masses all being brainwashed to follow a particular path, or they just sway whichever way the wind blows. You being able to be neutral, to be emotionally detached, is a lot of people's karma. They hate that shit. It makes them angry that you're not sad and upset about not being accepted as what society deems as successful. You have your own view of success, and soon people's definition of success are going to be more aligned to yours, because it is one based out of love. It's love based, not fear based. A lot of people's definition of success is derived from a fear based place. But we have your grandmother on your mother's side. This is coming out to clarify blessings too early can be a burden. And that's what your grandmother was wanting you to say, was wanting to tell you. You know, this is a message from your grandmother. And she's just, and this came out in the area that these cards came out in, these tarot cards. And basically, again, blessings too early, it's not wish fulfillment, because they're not your blessings. They're, you know, or even, you know what I'm saying, people try to chase things too soon before they know that themselves, and they fumble the bag because society told them they needed to be there at this particular juncture in their life or age, but they wasn't mature enough. But with the Eight of Staves here and Ten of Cups, your grandmother wants you to know that you did things the right way. Yeah, you may not be experiencing the fulfillment physically around you, but internally you have that. With the Two of Cups, internally you have that strength to walk away. And the ability to walk away, you're not trapped because you done got married and pregnant, you know. You didn't fall into the trap of people that are fake vulnerable to let your guard down. You didn't get trapped by no man by having their kids or anything like that. Or even if you did have a child, like, you didn't fall into that same banana in the tailpipe thing, and you still found a way to embrace limitless. Now don't get me wrong, just if you are married or have kids or anything like that, it doesn't mean that you can't be on the spiritual journey and know thyself. But we're talking about people who did follow that script and really chose people from a place of ungroundedness because they didn't truly understand who they were. Okay, so we have clarifying limitless. You are limitless. We have a deeper level of appreciation for inexplicable perfection and the timing of things. Again, limitless. You are limitless, and you waited for divine timing. Another card in regards to divine timing, just like this one. Like, blessings too early can feel like a burden, you know. But you are waiting for things to come on time. And when it comes on time, it fits seamlessly into your life. You're not having to fight. Everything just flows. And I feel like you are embracing a deeper level of appreciation for the time that you took. You took your time with your life and doing things. Look, they chose wrong. Clarifying, surrendering to the mystery of you. Now people are they're gonna start surrendering to the mystery of you and realize that they chose wrong. They should have chose themselves, but they chose society and the validation of their mothers, the validations of, you know, society. But in you surrendering to the mystery of you, the opportunity showed itself. And we have too good to be true. It's going to feel like that. But so Spirit said, just be cautious. It's going to seem like it's too good to be true. And you may have caution because of it, but I don't feel like you have to have caution. and to doubt it. But the opportunity is going to show itself, and again, appreciate it. A lot of people going to appreciate you for choosing you and leading by example of staying true to yourself no matter what the outer circumstances may look like. You know, bottom of the deck, we have craniosacral work. You may have been doing a lot of that. This may be something you need to look into or research or go book a craniosacral session. I've been doing a lot of craniosacral work as well. That has had me in some excruciating tension headaches because I've been adjusting the plate. I wouldn't say the plates, but we have different bones in our skull. We got a frontal lobe, you know, we got the two lobes here. I forget what they're called, but they all can shift, right? And craniosacral work allows you to shift, to massage them, to release them. And I feel like more tension on the right side of the body may pull in, you know, that bone, that shift, you know, and shift it down or whatever. And the craniosacral work I've been doing has been balancing all of that out. And even when it comes to massage therapy, aligning those things. Like this has been pushed in. I'm releasing the muscles to pull it back out and relieve that tension. I know it probably don't even, it sounds crazy, but whatever. But I've been doing the work to align my body, and I've really been achieving my goals that I've been setting out to do for over 10 years. So I really think I got it figured out. But again, like I said, it's been over 10 years, 20 years, almost 20 years. But again, I held strong to that. And now I'm finally becoming. Remember, the card came out. You were becoming. Now you've become. It is done. All that stuff that you've been working towards, working for the last maybe 2 decades, year, month, however long it has been, you know, it is done. There's been a hurricane around you all this time telling you, well, you need to do this, you need to go get a job, but you stayed true to yourself and the vision that the Most High had for you, and whatever it is that you were working out. You stay true to you. And the blessings, the answers didn't come too early. You know what I'm saying? I feel like now I have the knowledge that I need. Now I can truly begin to build my business with the Emperor card here. And that I am able to be fully emotionally stable, to be able to combat the devil and any temptations that he may try to come and throw my way. You know what I'm saying? And with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, that's the card of being single or whatever. It can't throw no man in my face. Be like, oh, well, you ain't got no man, or, you know, try to get at me because of that or whatever temptation, you know. And then again, with the Nine of Pentacles in reverse, I'm not afraid to be alone. You know what I'm saying? I know that my counterpart is going to come when it's supposed to come. If I'd have found my counterpart too early, it would have thrown everything off. You know what I'm saying? So blessings too early, no. Everything is coming on time. At a time that it will fit seamlessly. Things are about to flow seamlessly for you. For the collective. Okay? We're no longer chasing. Okay? The blessings, if they would have came too early, we were chasing them. No, now that we're choosing, we're magnetizing it to us. You know, And we chose right. We chose to be patient, to sit in that hermit energy. Probably been in this hermit energy for 20 years. The hermit energy is about going into the darkness until you reach enlightenment. It may have been 20 years of darkness that we've experienced. 20 years of being breadcrumbed and feeling like we had to chase the storyline or the script that society put out. And if we didn't achieve it, we weren't successful or we were worthless. And let's get one more card out. Heart chakra cleanse with the appreciated here. We've undergone a heart chakra cleanse, right? And we've cleared out all those people who tried to hold us down, who tried to breadcrumb us, right? They're even undergoing a heart chakra cleanse, and they're going to appreciate you, maybe from afar and from a distance, because I really do feel like there's a lot of abundance that is coming in for you. Got the Empress card on the bottom. A lot of abundance. You're about to be a leader in your industry, whatever that is. It is done. Just waiting for the blessings to come in and to unfold. You can be at rest and at peace because you've spent maybe 2 decades within the hermit, in the unknown, in the darkness. And you stayed there until you reached enlightenment with just your little lantern. But now you've reached enlightenment. And you're not gonna, no regrets. You have no regrets for your journey and however long it took you to get there. However many bumps and bruises you had to endure to get there. No regrets. No matter how many heartbreaks, heart chakra cleanse. How many times you have to experience heartbreak to get there. It's appreciated. No regrets. You can appreciate it because it didn't come too soon. You know what I'm saying? I hope it makes sense. I'm trying to explain it the best way I can. And I feel like here moving on out, even if I don't understand the read, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to post it. And I've been getting messages like that from different readers. It's like, whatever it is, that video, post it. You know what I'm saying? Everything counts at this juncture. Everything counts. But it's going to be, I even saw that earlier. It's like whatever work that you do, it's going to be a restful work. It's because it's going to flow seamlessly. Right? Because it's going to come on. It's coming now at a time that it's on time. Some people may feel like it was 20 years late or whatever the fuck. But no, it was right on time. It may not come when you want it. But it'll always come on time. Okay? And again, you are going to find that deeper appreciation for all the time that it took. When it comes to deep traditional practices within Asian cultures or whatever, you're a novice for the first 40 years. You know what I'm saying? You're in training for majority of your life. You know what I'm saying? And that is truly the way life's supposed to go. But, this modern society had everybody rushing everything. Everybody wanted to be grown in high school. But then once you got grown, then you wish you'd have stayed young. But you didn't follow that path. I mean, you had your moments. But you were able to reel yourself in because you were covered, you were protected. You've always been an earth angel energy. And you kept choosing you. Okay? You kept choosing you versus staying stuck in a cycle of chasing. You refused to be on the hamster wheel, running but getting nowhere. So heart chakra cleanse, I found my tuning forks too not too long ago. I still got more simplifying and cleansing to do. But since we did get the heart chakra cleanse, we're going to get that. And we're also going to get we'll get the crown, and we'll get the upper three as well for the craniosacral work. I'm going to get the crown chakra, third eye, and the throat chakra. So basically all the uppers with upper chakras, even with the heart chakra here. We're going to work with those tuning forks. We're going to end with that to help clear out any energy. I found another, there's this one deck I've been looking everywhere for. I just happened to find it. Again, we're magnetizing. We're not chasing anymore. I would tore shit up looking for this deck. I'm like, where is it? Was almost about to order another one. Crazy. We have the Evil Eye deck. And this is one of the decks I was looking for. We saw the Black Magic card come out, Energy Vampire. So let's get just a little bit more on that on that. Light magic. Yeah, saw black magic, and we have light magic. Spirit says you got some people working for you, working on your behalf. It says someone is using spell work with good intentions to help you. Period. Bottom of the deck, we have black salt, power. It says use black salt to break hexes and repel unwanted energies. Every time I use this deck, this is the first time I use it because this is the one I've been looking for in a very long time. Usually it's always negative. It's the Evil Eye. But look, we got 2 positive cards. So if you have some black salt, you need to use it to break hexes and to repel unwanted energies. So Google ways on how to use black salt. Because I know I have some. I hope I didn't throw away. I think I threw it away. I'm hoping I didn't. But, so there's that. Put this away. And let's go ahead and get into our tuning forks. All right, I'm able to hold them all. So let's just, I think I am. I'm trying to. Hopefully you guys can hear that. My mic is here, so I'm trying to get it on the mic. Feel the vibrations. Imagine yourself feeling the vibrations and it flowing through your body. Throat chakra. Third eye. Crown. And heart. Set intentions. Get ready for this 8-8 portal so that once we go through that portal, you know exactly what it is that you want. Really get clear about what it is that you want. Do some right, burn, and release energies, energy work, rituals for yourself from now up until the 8-8 portal. Let's really just focus on that. Whatever content you may be guided to create it, put it out. Anything that you may decide that you want to explore, whatever it is, do it. You're no longer becoming. You have now become the person that can do it. You have become her. You have become him. You have become them. You feel me? It's a game changer. You're a game changer now. I don't even think you understand. I don't understand. And I'm hoping my words are impacting the way I think I want them to. Whether they are or not, we're going to get there. Oh my gosh. Ashe. Ashe. All right, family. Peace.